1960's Stratton Compact. It has a tortoise shell brown/amber like design on the top, as well as a marble like cover. Here I'm going to show you how I receive, sanitize, and restore this beautiful makeup compact. As you can see, I got it from its original buyer. Here we have the Stratton from England logo. If you couldn't tell earlier, in the back it had stars. Usually with Stratton, when you see the stars in the back of the compact, it does show its original logo for Stratton design. However, this one didn't. This is usually a bigger compact. They are known to have a much more flatter design with a different sift pop-up opener. So here I'm showing you the original sift that it came from, where I got it from the buyer, and it's in really good condition. Look, there are no snags, no holes. It's clean. So I try to preserve it, and let's put it away. Here you can see its original press powder. It did break off when I received it, so let's just pop this off. We're gonna look at the color. Oops, it's upside down, but as you can see, the shade is in shade Rosé. It's a light pink pressed powder, and I think it has a little bit of a metallic shine, like a vibrancy. So I wish you can smell it. It's really florally, very, very light of a scent, but you can tell it's from the early 1960s, and I believe in the 1800s, towards 1997 was when Stratton had its livelihood for making makeup compacts and I believe radio designs. Here I'm showing you the fogginess of the mirror, and in this video we're gonna clean it until we could see ourselves in our reflection. So bear with me. If you like what you see, please give this video a thumbs up. This is a passion of mine. I also love watching other vintage makeup collection videos. I am a sucker for getting more compacts, but it is a lovely hobby. It's an addiction, but I also like to reserve it and, you know the history behind the makeup, the buyer, the time frame, and even the materials of how they created this makeup compact. So here I'm dusting off any excess powder that has fallen off. It doesn't have glue, so I'm glad, because I do want to use this for my personal usage for makeup compact. I'm gonna go ahead and still preserve that old press powder and use my own. So I think I'm gonna make that in another video where I show you how I use my own personal compact. But for now, we're just gonna do a sanitation and reshine of this makeup compact in this video. You'll see what I use. So this is a makeup brush that has a soft head. So I'm just gently dusting everything off as much as I can before I get to use a microfiber cloth and some Q-tips with diluted rubbing alcohol. So you can see it's still dusty from the powder, has a little bit of scratches from the top, but that's the click that Stratton has patented. And usually with the other ones, I do have another Stratton compact, when you pull back the mirror from its original position, it does pop up that sift holder, so it's pretty neat. And this one, it doesn't have that feature, but I still feel like it's such a beautiful Stratton compact. So the history from them is they were developed in England, and it started, I believe, in the 1860s. This compact is, however, from the 1960s, so its history going far back from its design and how it's evolved is phenomenal. I think that, when you use someone's previous makeup, it does have, residual energy. I believe in energy, but so what I do when I do receive the compacts or any vintage items, I like to expand it. So what that is kind of like you know, when people sage their homes, they're cleansing of any energy or any bad energy. Not that I'm saying that there was bad energy from the previous owner, but you know, I don't want any spirits or energy just following me, so I like to cleanse it and smoke it out. I usually use this I'm not sure what the material is, but I'll smoke it over a stove and then I'll kind of cleanse it over the stove in my kitchen way before I even put it in my room. So I'm cleansing of any energies that are unwanted. That way I can bring it into my collection, and then I will clean it and sanitize it and, you know, display it. So here you can see close up, there's a little bit of scratches, not too bad. So now I'm gonna try to examine and clean it further with this microfiber cloth. It is very gentle. It will help pick up any debris, dust, or powder. So let's give it a shot. This is diluted isopropyl rubbing alcohol. It's diluted with water, so that way it picks up and also helps to dry quicker, so I'm not leaving any moisture onto this makeup compact. So back in the day, makeup was made differently. Obviously, I love that they don't use plastic. It wasn't developed at the time. However, when it came to their makeup, like the actual makeup, it was not as friendly as it is today. It was more toxic. Some makeup contained lead. Not that this one does, but it was known to have much stronger ingredients. So some of the makeup that I bought, like lipstick, I can't use today. I don't want anything harming my internal organs or my skin in general. You don't want to have any reaction, which is why I'm using gloves. So be mindful if you're not using gloves to wash your hands right away, not to touch your face or anything like your phone. Look how stubborn this is. So and we're gonna give it a first round of rubbing alcohol diluted with water to try to see if this powder comes off. See, you can see some residual oil or fingerprints from a previous owner. This is used obviously in antique or vintage makeup. There are previous owners, so it's not going to come as brand new unless they have never used it or opened the package, but that is a rare case. So in this video, I do cleanse the mirror 3 times, which is not a problem. The only thing is it's a tedious task, so it does take up a lot of time, but in my case, it's a hobby and a passion, so I love it. I also love watching other YouTubers that show their makeup collection for vintage, antique makeup, or even items. So as you can see, it's still stubborn, so we're going to give it another cleanse. I'm trying to be gentle and make sure that nothing is containing moisture, but at the same time I want to remove any of the debris. So don't mind my OCD. I like to do surface area cleaning with any vintage makeup because anything that you're going to handle, especially use for your personal usage, you want to be mindful of and be careful. There's my camera, not my face, but you can see it. So I just want to clean it until you can see its reflection really well. So if I'm using this makeup compact for events or even just for personal usage in my purse, I want to have it be functional. As you can see in the middle there, you can see its patent number. I'm trying to get in the in-between hard to reach areas, so I'm using some elbow grease. It's pretty hard to reach in some of the tough areas that are very detailed, but it will be cleaned in my head. At least I'm gonna try as much as possible. I probably need one of those dusters or smaller Q-tips where you can clean like eyelashes, is what I saw on Amazon. But if you would like to see any material or items or any ingredients I use to clean anything or preserve, I do have bronze refinishing balms or creams. and I will show you them in other videos to come. But for this one, I like using rubbing alcohol since I know I'm not going to be selling this compact. I'm actually going to use it for personal usage, but if I know I'm selling a compact, I'm going to try to make sure that I'm using the proper cleansing materials or finishing balms or cleaners. That way I can make sure that I'm preserving the compact to its original you know, form. But if I'm having it be sent to a new owner, I want to make sure that they're getting the most of its value from its original vintage, you know, form. So here you can see the black marks. That's from the compact, I believe, from the pan of the powder. So the pressed powder has been sitting there long. I think it left those marks, but you can see the pattern right there in the center between the mirror. And that is the click up sift down holder for the ring. The other compacts for Stratton do come in a not open ring for the sifter. It's actually like a flap of another material that's similar to the front and back of this compact. So I'll show you in another video where it's a different Stratton one. And right there you saw that when I did close this compact, there was still powder that came out of it. So I'm still going to clean it until it does not have powder that, you know, flares out into the air. So far it's looking good. I'm trying to get those hard to reach places. It's a little tough. Here I decide to cleanse the top of the compact again. Let's see its shine reveal in the end. So far I'm super happy with what I purchased and I'm just loving it. This whole cleansing part and preserving part is such, like, it just clears my head. So I'm pretty sure this is something that you guys can all relate to. If you guys have any questions or also have anything that you'd like to suggest, let me know. I love watching these videos from other YouTubers, so hopefully this is something that you guys enjoy. And if it is, if you guys can give me a thumbs up, I want to know what videos you like and what you'd like to see next. And if you have anything to share, like, I love seeing your guys's makeup compact or even vintage collection. It doesn't have to even be makeup. Anything from the 1800s all the way to 1960 I really enjoy, so I think it's pretty neat. Trying to see if I can get any last remaining debris off. It's a little stubborn, so I'll clean it on another time, on my personal time. But yeah, here is the big reveal. That snap, crackle, pop, so satisfying. Look at the stars, also known from Stratton. And let's put the sift back. I'm going to show you a side by side with the original powder compact next to its original pressed powder. Bam! What do you think? Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.